Religion is what keeps the poor from murdering the rich. I imagine there were other measures in place back then, as there are now. Yeah. The surest way to remain poor is to be an honest man. Well, many a scoundrel has employed every dirty trick in the book to amass a huge personal fortune. Being dishonest, being a liar, isn't necessarily a prerequisite of financial success, though. In politics, never retreat, never retract, never admit a mistake. Not a great attitude, I would say. Women are nothing but machines for producing children. I don't suppose this was an unusual outlook for some 200-something years ago. Many men probably still hold similar opinions now. I could say men are nothing but sperm machines. It's an equally stupid opinion, yeah. What is history but a fable agreed upon? Yeah. Think on that one. Events are constantly being rewritten and reinterpreted or revised or even whitewashed, and yeah, seen anew from fresh perspectives. If you wish to be a success in the world, promise everything, deliver nothing. That quote makes Boney sound like a massive twat, right? Yes, it does. Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake. Yeah, right. Wisdom. If you want a thing done well, do it yourself. That's almost cliché in the modern world. I hear it so often anyway. It's bullshit though if you think about it. If I needed to rewire my house, I'd call someone who knew what they were doing, namely a qualified electrician. Some things you can do for yourself, obviously. Others, best to call in the professionals. Impossible is a word to be found only in the dictionary of fools. No, some things really are not possible. For saying that, I guess Napoleon would have dismissed me as a fool. Throw off your worries when you throw off your clothes at night. That conjures up a rather disturbing image of a naked, fat little dictator getting ready for sexy time. Ugh. A true man hates no one. Why? Being a hateful piece of shit doesn't make you any less of a man, right? He who fears being conquered is sure of defeat. Well, if you have a rival army bearing down on you, coming to enslave you and your countrymen, fear must surely be present. You're not functioning properly if you're not afraid in those circumstances. Which isn't to say that you're going to allow your fear to get the better of you. Fear can be a very powerful motivational factor, of course. Yeah. In politics, stupidity is not a handicap. Very true, sadly enough. Here's one to have a good think about. There is one kind of robber whom the law does not strike at, and who steals what is most precious to men: time. Yeah, time stealers, man. Bastards. War is the business of barbarians. Yes, that's an actual Napoleon Bonaparte quote. A militaristic dictator actually said this. It requires more courage to suffer than to die. No doubt that Napoleon will have seen a lot of suffering and death during his lifetime, much of it caused by him. Yeah. A form of government that is not the result of a long sequence of shared experiences, efforts and endeavours can never take root. I like that one. He was clearly capable of coming out with some pearls of wisdom. Yeah. I'll leave you with this one, which is quite the insight into his mind, I'd say. I do not believe it is in our nature to love impartially. We deceive ourselves when we think we can love two beings, even our own children, equally. There is always a dominant affection.